Hey nail gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an ombre set, and I'm also going to be talking about my prices, where I get my products from, and basically how much my products or how much the products I get cost, and how much I charge. Okay, so I'm based in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise. Sorry, but I'm currently in Kwara State in Lorry. I still do nails here in Kwara State. I'm in school and I still do nails. Okay, so first off, I want to say that in terms of nails, if you're in a shop, you guys would all agree with me. If you have a shop or or a salon, you would all agree with me that nails, your prices would be a lot more than if you were working from home. And the whole essence of this is just so that when I call my prices, if it doesn't like correspond or correlate with yours, or if it doesn't like match up with yours, then don't come for me for it. Okay, if they are a little too much, don't come for me, and if they are a little too low, don't come for me. Alrighty, so first off, I will put up my price list so that you guys can see like what it is that I charge. And then also, where I get my products from is like another reason I charge how much I charge for my nails. So take for instance this ombre set that I'm doing now. I usually charge for my ombre sets from 7,000 upwards. Okay, so the currency in my country, which is Nigeria, is in naira. So I do charge about 7,000 naira for a plain ombre set. And then if you have to do additional designs, I charge from 1,000 or 500, depending on what extra that you're doing. If you're doing stones, if you want rhinestones on your nails and you want them like just a little bit of rhinestones, I charge rather 500 per finger or per nail, sorry. And then the prices can be discounted based on the amount of stones that are put into the nails, or if there is any extra design. Take for instance 3D. If there's like extra 3D designs in there, the prices would go up and would also be discounted. So I'll tell you guys how much I charged for this particular set that I'm doing for my clients when we get towards the end of this video. Alrighty. Um Now for the products. Okay, so acrylic powders, from where I get my powders from, acrylic powders, just like this nude one now from CHB, this nude one in peanut butter. I think that's what the shade is called. That's what it's called, peanut butter. This particular powder I did buy for 3,000 for a I think for an ounce or for 2 ounces. I'll check that now and like get back to you guys. Okay, so it was for a 2 ounce jar. I did charge about sorry, I did buy it for about 3,000 for a 2 ounce jar. And now the prices of products are quite expensive in my own opinion. It is quality products, and it is a little bit pricey. However, you kind of want to use good products for your nails, and um I cannot charge you'd find like there are some clients that would message me or come to me to say, oh, I want to do my nails, and how much are your prices? And I send them my price list, and then when they see it, they are like, oh, it's too expensive. I was expecting you do nails, if for instance like a plain ombre, sorry, a plain acrylic set, now they would want me to do it for them for about 2,500, whereas I'm charging 5,000 for a plain acrylic set. I cannot buy acrylic powder for 3,000 naira and then want to do your nails for you for less than the price that I buy my powders, I'm not going to be able to make my profits. So when you want to put up your price list, if for instance you have a shop, you're going to, if I had a salon, my prices would go way higher. For my ombre set, I'll be charging up to about 10,000 naira for a plain set if I had a salon. And the reason for that is I'm going to have to pay my shop rent. I'm going to, have to put extra things in the shop to make your experience in my shop worthwhile. And the only way I can fund all of that is if I charge the appropriate price to make profits for myself, and also, and also fund my shop. Basically, I'm going to have to buy fuel to fund to to fuel my to power my generator, because I'm going to make use of light to do your nails. And a lot of people do not want to, a lot of people do not want, they all want to, rather they all want to make use of what's it called, they all want to make use of gel polish. And we all know for gel polish you need light for that. So if I'm charging 2.5 for a plain set, how am I going to be able to buy products and at the same time, fuel my journey to do your nails, and at the same time pay for my shop rent if I had a shop? If I don't have a shop, I'm going to have other bills, the rhinestones you want to put on your nails, the monomer. Monomer is another expensive, you know, um, it's another expensive item that you must always have if you're doing acrylic nails. So monomer, for instance, now my monomer I buy for 7,000 for a 250 ml bottle. And usually that carries me, if depending on how many nails that I do, usually that takes about 10, yeah, right, about 10 people's nails or more sometimes. Although I always use it for my extra practice and all of that. But you know, I cannot charge 2.5 and then buy monomer. It's not just possible. So I'm going to put up my price list. So I did put it up earlier. I'll put it up again for you guys to see. And then, the reason I charge the amount that I charge is because monomer is expensive. Powder, acrylic powder is expensive, and I have to buy quality powders for everybody's nails. Um, I have to fuel my generator if there is no light, and even if there's light, I have to pay the light bills. So it's like a two-way thing. All right, so I have to, fuel my gen and put, pay my light bills, as well as, my environment as well, even down to the tissue, the paper towels that we use. I have to buy all of that. All of those things cost money, and the only way you can successfully do nails and be able to buy all of those things is. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I got cut off. But just like I was saying, in essence, the only way you can do nails, do nails, make a profit, afford the things you want to afford, buy products, and all of that, is to, charge appropriate prices. Also, I wanted to say that I do charge extra for, if somebody was doing nails longer than long sets, I will charge you extra. And the reason is because it does take up more product. So if I'm using up more products on your nails, I have to charge you for, the extra products that I'm applying on your nails. So let's just put all of that into consideration when you're making up your price list. Extra length, like extra designs and all of that. If they want you to do hand drawn designs, if you're good at doing that, you kind of want to charge them for that because you're using products for it. You're going to use polish and all of that. So extra lengths, extra designs, stones, you know, uh, um ombre, for even French French nails are very expensive, and they're expensive because they take time to do. And sometimes people want acrylic, they don't want you to draw the French, they want you to sort of sculpt, or like do the sculpt the smile line, and fill the other part with the rest of the product. So you kind of want to charge them for that as well, for time as well. If you know the nails you're going to do is going to cost time, maybe because of the design and all of that, you kind of have to charge for your time as well, because you could have done two different sets within that time, but you're using that time to do one particular set because of how like how tedious the design is. So put that into consideration when you're doing your price list. Also put up your location as well. Your location as well determines how much you should charge, or why you should charge, not just even the cost of products now. Because if, for instance, if like I was based on the island, or say Ikeja GRA, I would charge more, because the cost of rent alone is a lot. So whether I was living in my house, or I was living, or I was working from my shop, whether I was working from home or I was working from my shop, I'd still have to charge you, because the cost of livelihood isn't like isn't cheap. Also, the cost of getting my products down to where you to down to where I am isn't cheap as well. So I'm going to put all of that into consideration when I'm making up my price list. So I advise you do that as well. So yeah, that's it, you guys. If there's any other thing, I believe I've covered up the like the whole topic of how much you should charge, why you should charge, the amount that you charge, and all of that. If there's any other thing that you feel that I haven't covered, or I haven't like talked about, please leave it in the comment section. I will try to attend to it at my earliest convenience. um Alrighty, so a little tip for back to the nails. A little tip for when you're doing your 3D flowers is to do them over a top coated surface. And the reason I am saying this is because if, for instance, you make a mistake while you're doing um your flowers, you want to it'll be easy for you to just wipe off, or like peel off the acrylic before it actually sets. And because the layer is smooth, it gives you that advantage. If you are doing it on a like on a plain rough surface, if you're doing your 3D flowers on a plain rough surface, it'll be hard for you to get your flowers off of the nail. And then also, if you have to apply any extra stone, you can just top coat around the flowers. Never top coat your 3D flowers. It just takes away the design. It doesn't look presentable at all. Your flowers are beautiful when they are matte, like when they are just the way they are without top coat. So don't make that mistake. Alrighty, guys. So I've come to the end of this video. Here is the final result. I will put up, how much this set cost, and why it cost that amount. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in my next one.